Well, most of you guys know me, Derrick, number 3 on the ballot. One of my crucial parts in my platform is the transportation service. It means a lot to me. I try to help bring about a better structure with the taxi organization, the medallion system. I try to appraise, get the value of the medallion raised. I actually have a prominent banker in the community willing to work with me to make that a reality. And whereas the taxi men and women who work in the industry for the livelihood, once you put in 20, 30 years, at least you have something that you could rely on. I try to see if I could get the value of a medallion up to at least anywhere between 90 to 100,000. Some people might find that a little excessive, but you should never undermine or undervalue your business, because one of the transit bus them alone that you drive off a Ford lot is at 70, 90,000. And you transport your medallion, what helps you pay for that bus shouldn't cost more than it or value more than that medallion. Okay? Right now, the structure of the medallion is under attack because we have other innovative young entrepreneurs right now want to come and enter into the transportation world. However, they don't want to do it the way the law is structured and properly. So right now we have, and it's baffling because you have a sitting director who is a veteran in Veterans Affairs who wants to change the law to accommodate a transportation system or service that he wants to implement into the community. So, and by changing the law, he will undermine the whole structure, the present law that is structured around the medallion right now, because right now the Taxi Cab Commission actions have 6 medallions at the end of each calendar year. Starting with 20,000 to veterans. The gross amount of those 6 medallions action off, a percentage of that goes towards the veterans affairs to help the veterans with medical expense, travel expense, all these different things. And if he gonna tear down the mere structure that protects Daddy just to accommodate him as a fellow veteran, it's kind of baffling to see what you're gonna do. You understand? I try to put a medallion on a level whereas you hold it up against the land there and you can't tell the difference. So if you got 2 medallions, you know you'll be sitting on a good retirement. Whether you take ill, you have something to lean on. Whether you want to help your children, you want to buy a house, you just want to retire and sell them because you reach a certain age in your life that you don't want to drive anymore and you just want to relax. At least you'll have something that you spend your whole life, an investment that will value. So these are the type of what I'm trying to bring about within the structure or as being an elected official to help work with our community, to work with the people in our community. And that's just with the medallion structure. The Virgin Islands Taxi Cab Commission should have already taken all of the medallions registered with the Virgin Islands Taxi Medallion and take them to Cigna to make sure the taxi people have insurance. Taxi men and women shouldn't have to be marrying their spouse or whoever else to get insurance. We had group insurance plan here floating around the island, and at least the director of Taxi Cab Commission could have came up with a main objective to get the taxi men and women them insurance. So we have a lot of pressing issues that surrounds the taxi industry. One of my other proposals, once elected, is to carve Department of Transportation out of public works and put it as a standalone entity, whether it's an additional agency or standalone entity, semi-autonomous. That way where we could structure the transportation industry, and that industry will be able to be open up to federal subsidies. It'll be able to regulate whether you're air, land or sea. You'll be able to put things in perspective, things that the taxi industry have been fighting against for a long time. The limos, people driving limos without Class C license, shuttle bus, school bus, all these different things supposed to be structured. motorcycle license, CDL license, all these things. But we have to be able to elect people that want to work for the people. That's what we have to be able to do. That being said, I'll turn the floor back over. Derrick Howard, number 3 on the ballot.
Number 3?
Number 3.
Okay, let's start
All right.
with questions.
Yes. Good afternoon. I'm running for office